Hello everybody, this is Dun071, aka the Spanish Man, eBay buyer and seller of comics. Let's talk about this industry. This is a nice industry for the locals, for the Americans, for those who are fortunate enough to be close to a comic book store or are able to order through eBay, through different dealers, or go to the different dealer sites and deal in these modern books. This is an era that modern books are being written and drawn by some of the best artists and writers ever in the industry itself. And the print runs minuscule compared to the 90s. You got the introduction of the grading system, which is one of the best things, the one component that the industry was missing to take the next step as an industry overall of store value. Coins and stamps, all these stuff have been encapsulated so the value could hold longer in the product. And in comic, that was a big problem. How many times you bought a book near mint, you kept it for a couple of years, you nicked it here and there, then you're gonna sell this at VF. You lost value right there. Even if the book went up in value, you sold it at a lower grade than what you got it because of the wear and tear. Potential accidents. You person living lives moving forward. Like the average person has a little short box in their closet and they're moving it up and down, holding 50 books, 100 books, maybe 200, maybe 2 or 3 little boxes, 300-400 books of different little modern keys, which getting wear and tear. The grading system now preserves that value. And as long as it's a reputable system, it will keep growing as a store of value. I don't know why people are not looking at it that way. Comic books are something else now. Especially when you have with different covers. Different covers is one of the greatest genius moves that you could do. Because if you do have a hot book, it doesn't matter if it prints 100,000. You know for a fact that if books like 361 and 300 hold their value, these are books that were heavily printed. And if those could hold that value and the market is willing to store that amount of value, other books are fair game, meaning supply and demand. And we know that 50,000 copies, 20,000 copies, not even 100,000 copies is enough to quench the thirst of this industry when they have a book in demand. Remember, a lot of these books hit dude's collection and disappear. Now they're going to disappear in higher grade, but still, like out of the print run, let's say Spider-Man 300, how many survive? How many are out there? It's probably a formula But you know, a high grade value, 300, even if it has 20,000, 9.8, it will hold that value, which in turn, the lower grade value will go up because of the higher grade. Some of that will trickle down. So encasing, mummifying, is one of the greatest things that ever happened to this, because now people will buy their books, look at them, and then they could digitally read them, and then they could have a storyteller tell them the story, consume the same product many different ways, and now you get to save it for its true intent, for you to look at its beauty. Now you could look at its beauty without damaging it. Technology has allowed that, and that's not a bad thing. That's a great thing. It's like stamps, and coins, and baseball cards, and collection of odd things. Comic book industry solidified themselves by creating a grading system. Now it has to maintain integrity and make it more efficient. But nevertheless, the thesis is it's a store of value now. And the books that came and how many survive a particular grade, and then you throw some type of equation showing like how many more will survive and how many the market is willing to withstand a 9.8. And if those numbers are low, then it's a lot of investment potential for our industry 50 years down the road. For certain books that are now the multiple 20 years. Because we're not talking about print runs of hundreds of thousands, we're talking 15,000. Let's say 50. Like, a prime example, Strange Academy. Their direct market was like 72. And we talk about you get into Walmart gems, you get into newsstand gems. Then that was around Corona. So, alright, let's give it let's make it a flat 100. But then, within that 100, it's a lot of different covers. Now you breaking like 125,000 copies into 10 different covers, 10 to 15 covers. Each one dilutes that and makes that a collectible because of the cover. It's a piece of art. And some of that fractional value from the original will transfer, and then that page alone will create another value. It's genius. Why print 100,000 the same comic? You can print 100, 50, and then multiple prints after that, different covers. So once you do different covers, and that collectible market, that store or value market, that's what you build. That's what you've grown. That's a lot of power. Later.